The gifts of mediumship. What is it all about? What is it all about? One, see mediumship, has such a blessing, a miracle, so much praise. Others see mediumship as, nothing good. And truly, at times, it comes with harsh condemnation. Harsh condemnation. Mediumship, what is it? It is evil, once perhaps will say. It is not right. One shouldn't do it. One shouldn't tamper with it. One shouldn't play in it. And another will say, can you connect me to my beautiful past loved one? Many ways to look at mediumship. Tracy is receiving source energy, known as collective consciousness, known as eternal light beings, known as, to Tracy, all good things from above. She will say to anyone, it is like having a conversation with the heavens. And she truly feels it is a conversation straight from the heavens, if you will, lack of better words. How can one explain what a miracle is? And we want to say mediumship. Could that not be listed, if you will, as a miracle? Tracy thinks it's a miracle. She'll say, how do you move my hands? How do I know what to say? How did this happen to someone so ordinary like myself? And so the gifts of mediumship, we want to say Tracy brought it forth as she entered Mother Earth, and then truly nurtured and opened for the receiving, always open for the receiving, but truly found a space and a time to open we want to say channel, but truly and she will say it is a gift. It is such a gift. And ones do not see it as a gift at all. Ones do not see it as a gift at all. So, what is this video about? Just to allow space for ones to understand that miracles happen. And we're not here to convince anyone. We are not here to change a belief. Not at all. Not at all. But we are here to share with you that miracles do happen. Miracles are yours to be held, to be found. Tracy is the voice for collective consciousness. Now, she is not the only voice. Many, many, many souls are receiving the gifts of mediumship. Many receive collective consciousness. Many receive source energy. Many receive angels. Many receive divine. Name it what you will. And others will say, oh no, they're receiving the devil. They're receiving something so dark. And we are not saying that that does not exist. That's not what we are saying. What we are sharing is through Tracy's gifts. It is divine. But again, it sounds like we are trying to convince, and we are not. Tracy is of the firm understanding that if she never shared the gifts at all with anyone, she understands the gift is hers to hold. And in that space, she only sees the miracle. And she understands that she is connected to divine heaven, if you will, allowing her past ones to have a voice. Tracy becomes a voice for many. Many eternal light beings find the stream in which Tracy can share. Find the stream in which Tracy can share. And ones, when they want to connect with a past loved one, or they're thinking about it, or one is pondering, or perhaps passing judgment, can't be. There is no way this could be real. There is no way. And it is understood that if it cannot be proven, it leaves the door open to question. And it's not about questioning or believing or having great faith. Perhaps it's just about knowing of miracles. And ones will come to sit before Tracy, wanting to connect with their past loved one. And has it ever perhaps occurred to one that it is a past loved one that truly guided their loved one to sit before Tracy with a gentle, loving nudge? And Tracy will say, "How did you find me?" Because she lives in a little town and she lives a very quiet life. "How did you find me?" "I don't know." It was the internet, yes. But they're unsure of how they even got to the website. There have been ones that commented, "I had the website, and every time I went to click on it to close it, it wouldn't close. And then I knew I had to call. Something was bigger than I was, allowing me space and time to call you." And it is true. Past loved ones find the way. Past loved ones can gently nudge their loved ones to receive their words. And Tracy says, isn't it grand? Isn't it grand that when ones depart Mother Earth, they still have a voice. They still have a voice, if you will. Ones think, and again, we're not here to change a belief, but there is an understanding that when ones depart into grand eternal light, they're grand eternal light, not able to communicate at all. And in fact, there is only communication from the heavens. Some think of it as angels. Tracy would most certainly think of it as angels. And ones will say, "Oh, my angel is my past loved one. My angel is my dad. My angel is my spouse. My angel is my child." And so ones are open to understanding or wanting angels to arrive and play upon Mother Earth and be of great assistance, because isn't it of grand truth when angels are called upon? Normally, if you will, someone feels that they need guidance, that they need strength, or they need a miracle. It's going to take a miracle. I'm calling on my angels, one will say. And so Tracy in her world said, a miracle. And a miracle was truly presented. A miracle was truly presented. Now, ones not even having the desire to understand how it all works, it is understood that there would be great fear. It is understood that ones could not sort of get their head around it. Even Tracy cannot explain in her own words what it is that is happening. She'll say, "Well, I'm receiving collective consciousness." Well, what is that? Well, source energy. What is that? Well, all good things from the heavens above. What are you talking about? Source energy speaking through me. Tracy knows herself that it doesn't sound so... And she understands that there are ones that greatly judge. Oh, think it's all in her head. She's gone a little off. It's a little off. Tracy understands that there are ones that know her, that do not understand, ones that know her deeply and do not understand. So she is not expecting anyone to understand, and she is not wanting to convince anyone of what she is sharing. As mentioned, if she never shared at all, it is fine with Tracy, but she is wanting to share the words from collective consciousness. She is wanting to place books, write books. All the books are free. They're all can be read freely online, because she said they're not my words. I held the pen. It is wisdom from the heavens. It is grace from the heavens. All the sharing is compassion, kindness, forgiveness, love for oneself, compassion for oneself. Why? To create a peaceful place. Peace in your mind, peace in your heart, peace in your being, peace on the planet. So Tracy only wants to share. If I can speak the words and I have this gift to share, oh, please allow me to share. It is just like that. She is wanting to share. That is it. And this little video was a sharing to allow a space for us to communicate about mediumship. Isn't it grand? Isn't it a miracle? And we want to share that you have a voice. And what are your words saying this day? What are you sharing with others this day? What are you bringing this day with your words? Are you speaking in a kind tone? Are you speaking with love in your heart? Are you using words of compassion? Are you using words of kindness? It is a gentle reminder. Even Tracy herself will say, oh, I should have done better. I should have said something a little more kind. Not that she is unkind often, but there are times in a heated argument, perhaps something has taken place and it does cause a space to have voices elevated. And she'll condemn herself and say, I wish I never said those words. And then she allows us to speak, to create a video, and she hears the words and she thinks, oh, I better walk my talk. But it is understood. It is understood. And so this is not a condemning, how are you speaking this day? It is just a beautiful reminder that your words are powerful. Your words hold such beauty of who you are. Your words are divine. And every soul is receiving guidance from, we'll just say, above. There are so many words: universe, divine, collective consciousness, source energy, heaven, vastness, oneness, wholeness. There are so many words. And ones will get all messed up with the words. No. It is a word, but placed in the kindness, placed with the grandest of intention. Tracy will share with anyone that what is being received is for the highest, greatest good of all, and it only feels like love to Tracy. It only feels like love to Tracy. To explain mediumship, sort of in a nutshell, there are few words that could explain it, to share it, what is happening. It is as if someone would ask you, what does the breeze look like? And ones will say, well, it doesn't look like anything, you feel it. But what does it look like? Where does it come from? Well, it just comes and it doesn't look like anything. But when does it come? Well, when it decides to. What do you mean when it decides to? You can see how it's tricky to share with someone what the breeze would look like. Now, if you were going to share what the breeze feels like, that's a different dialogue. So that is truly mediumship. What does it look like? Well, it's a feeling, the grandest of feelings. But what does it look like? It's a feeling. But how do you know? I can feel it. There are no words to share. There are no words to share what it looks like. It is a feeling. So with that, we're going to conclude our little segment, and it's just a sharing to allow space for ones to have a little more understanding if ones are in search to understand. There are many with the gifts of mediumship, and there are many that are wanting to explore the gifts of mediumship because they're being called forth to do so, if you will. They have the gentle nudge. I would like to do that. Tracy has many come to see her. And we share with them that they have the gifts of mediumship. And they're just wanting to bring it forth. They're just wanting a greater connection. Why? To create peace on the planet. Why? To enhance mankind. Ones that know of their gifts from the divine extension, if you will, they want to share. They want to share. They want to share. Really, really, really good. There is great love for you.